Hi there, my name is Sheldon Miles and I'm here to talk about leading change. I'm standing here today in front of the Fox River here in Wrightstown, Wisconsin. And if you live near the river, you'll notice there's seasons of change. There's freezing, there's flooding, there's drought, there's a constant flow that happens here year round. It's change. And just like this river, a lot of things are happening in the global market, in the global business world, where change is happening and you can't control it. There's seasons of change and there's constant movement. We as global leaders, we need to be prepared for these types of change. Change is defined as this: to make or become different. And I think that that's the responsibility of a leader, is to navigate change. Change is not always easy, and here's what I feel are a couple of reasons. First of all, there's the fear of the unknown. There's the fear of taking risk. Second of all, some people struggle with change because they're content. They're satisfied with the status quo. It's easier to just stay the same. And for some people, they're just too connected with the past, and it's hard for them to let go. I think future leaders do not fear change, but they see change as an opportunity. And I think if we're going to make a difference, there's three qualities that we're going to have to grasp to help bring about change. First of all, we as global leaders, we need to challenge the status quo. Status quo is doing business the same old ways. Warren Bettis, in his book on becoming a leader, says staying with the status quo is no longer acceptable. Followers need from their leaders three basic qualities. They want direction, they want trust, and they want hope. That's what leaders must provide. Now, I'm a leader of a growing church, and I know that these are three qualities that the people need from me. They're looking to me to provide direction. They want vision. They want me to answer the question, where are we going as a church? And I think people now more than ever are asking those same questions of global leaders. Second of all, they want trust. People need to know that they can trust the leader. And if they can trust the leader, they can trust the vision and they can trust the mission. And last of all, people are looking for hope. They want to know that what they're doing is making a difference. It's interesting in the story of Exodus 18, where Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, comes and challenges him with the status quo of his leadership. He looks at him and he says, Moses, what you're doing is not good. You're hurting yourself and you're hurting people. His message to Moses is, Moses, you need to change. And when you change, this whole area, this ministry is going to change. Change is necessary and change is good. Second of all, a leader needs to demonstrate flexibility. There's been extensive research on leadership effectiveness by the Alliance for Strategic Leadership, and it shows that leaders who are willing to change, are open to employee input, will be consistently viewed as more effective than those who are not. You see, there needs to be flexibility. There needs to be flexibility where the leader steps away from managing and transitions into leadership. Third, they need to encourage creativity. In the book Global Leadership, on the subject of leading change, it says the future global leaders will need to be much more creative. They will have to take risk and use new models for success. They will not always be able to do what past role models have done in order to be successful. See, being a church leader for over 25 years, it's my observation this: the leader who leads through the status quo only gets mediocrity. The leader who leads through encouraging creativity gets excellence. People naturally thrive, and I believe that they just naturally thrive where creativity is encouraged. It's in our DNA. Here's the bottom line, what I'm trying to share with you today. Leading change in today's global leadership always starts with the leader himself. It starts first in the heart of the leader. That's where the change must take place. Second of all, it takes a change of mind. Today's leader need to be teachable and have a growth mindset. They need to learn the best ways of leading in today's culture that will have the best impact for change. And last of all, it takes a change of ways. You see, if you change your heart and you change your mind, but you don't change your ways, what have you done? You see, Real change happens in the implementation. So, to all of my global leader friends out there, I hope that you've been encouraged and challenged to become the leader that God has called you to be. But remember, in order for that to happen, it's going to take change.